I actually was pretty surprised by my results. Just given what I've gathered about all three doshas, I thought it would have been Vata dominant and not Pitta dominant. I think being Pitta has its strong qualities, especially when it comes to my work environment. You know, I usually am pretty good when it comes to taking charge and displaying my leadership, fulfilling tasks. You know, at times it can get the best of me. I can be a little testy with different things. Like I have to have, you know, certain organization or else it just drives me insane. You know, being Vata, there's just a whole nother side of me, you know, like it's just more my creative side, you know, given like my different outlook on things and how, you know, different tasks that I want to perform and ideas I come up with. But at the same time, being Vata can have its downfalls, you know, such as I am always quick to blame myself, and I speak before I actually think things through. When it comes to imbalances, I usually see there's like an equal balance between both, like when they both go out of balance. But it's usually more of my Pitta goes out of balance more. Although when my Vata goes out of balance, I see like it usually leads to my Pitta going out of balance. You know, anxiety can then, you know, lead to aggression and really bad temper. I wouldn't handle them too well at all. I just like my eating habits would be really bad. My sleeping pattern just be crazy. Some nights I would sleep too long, other nights I wouldn't sleep at all, and it's just my body felt like it was going to shut down. When it comes to my doshas going out of balance, the first thing I look at is, well, what's causing these imbalances? You know, and if I can quickly eliminate them, you know, other things to look at, or that I tend to look at more now, is what am I eating? You know, how often am I exercising? Am I sleeping properly? Am I taking the right vitamins? You know, those are some things I've been looking at more closely. My true Pitta colors, when do they show? You know, I see it more frequently when I'm actually at home. Just giving the circumstances between my boyfriend and I'm a little more aggressive and he's more passive, so I usually take charge more in situations. But it also goes back to my need for organization. He is a complete slob. I'm sorry, Matt, if you're watching this, don't take offense to it, but you know it's true. It gets to me sometimes because his clothes will be scattered everywhere, and it drives me insane, and it can lead to arguments, but other times he just laughs at me. Normally, I see my Vata come out more when I'm in a job interview, you know, because you're being asked questions and, you know, at the same time, you're a little nervous, so you're usually quick to answer, but maybe you're not thinking it all the way through, so your answer is not exactly what you want it to be. When I think of Ayurveda, I look at it as this giant microscope, and the little pieces of you are like the specimen on the slide. Like, that's how I view it. I mean, you get this opportunity to analyze those pieces more closely. I mean, yeah, you look at, you know, obviously you think about diet and, you know, what vitamins to take, but it's like Ayurveda allows you to understand why you're taking those, not just because, and, you know, how it affects you. I find that my Pitta dosha is more hard to keep in balance, you know, because once you're feeling really aggressive and you're angered and, you know, just your anxiety is at an all-time high, it's kind of harder to get yourself down more. Well, being Pitta and understanding a lot more about my dosha, I feel like I handle stress in a more logical manner. Like I'll take, you know, there's times like you know, something's bothering me, I'll go out and take a walk in the evening. I like to go out by myself. Like, I can't have company. It's just something where I have to clear my mind, and, you know, and I think about the things I'm eating. Like, I mean, obviously as a Pitta, you know, hot and spicy foods are usually ones that aggravate me the most, so I try to stay away from those, and I look more into, you know, taking in stuff like, you know, cold and dry foods such as salads, you know, or steamed vegetables, which I like anyway, so it's good for me.